Hello and welcome to another video from Be the Ant Preparedness. If you're watching this and you wonder where I got the idea for the name, that was yesterday. Check out, you can type it in there, find the video, it explains it all. Let's see, we got an absolutely beautiful day here. Out doing a little bit of running, and we've gone over different things so far. I'm going to have a few different things coming up in the next few days, and we'll do some reviews, things like that. I've been mostly just sticking to this kind of stuff, just the vehicle talks, the tactical minivan talks, whatever you want to call them, I don't care. Not because I want to tell people you have to do this, you have to do that. This is the only way, this is the right way, your way's wrong. If you do it your way, you're going to die. No, I just want to get people to think a little bit, okay? Because with few exceptions, there is no one way. You know, somebody down in Arizona is not going to be able to, or should rather, implement the same ideas as somebody in Maine, okay? Somebody that is in the flatlands of North Carolina, they're not going to prepare the same way somebody in western Montana is going to, okay? So as far as this is the right way, this is the wrong way, it all depends on your area, your terrain, your, well, I mean, everything, okay? But yeah, that's kind of the purpose of these videos, is just to get you to think a little bit. There's plenty of channels out there that'll tell you you have to do this. No, I ain't into that. Just think about your area. I offer some ideas to get you to think, and we go from there. So anyway, enough of the intro. As far as today, I know most of us, I myself, a lot of the guys I've talked with for a long time, and I say the guys I talk with, the guys in my group, and other people, that other like-minded people I've met and talked to, a lot of us kind of have the same story. It's like, when we first got into it, yeah, it was kind of a hobby, or, you know, I always hunted growing up, or my family's hunt and fish, or things like that. Or, you know, if you didn't follow that line, as far as when I first started getting into it, it was more just of a hobby. In fact, I think I made a video here a couple weeks ago about quit being a hobby prepper. And that's the big thing, guys, right now, with everything that's going on. If you're watching this channel, okay, there's a pretty good chance that you're actually paying attention to what's going on. We've got the corona global pandemic. That was the news of the day until George Floyd. And it seems like corona, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, has now taken a back seat to that. And I've spoke on this before as well. I am not sticking up for the police officer. No, there is no reason you need to be on somebody for 8 minutes and, what was it, 46 seconds? I don't know. If I'm wrong, correct me. But anyway, it was almost 9 minutes. No. You guys that have watched other videos know that I am ex-police officer. No, there is no reason. Once a guy is cuffed, there is no reason you got to do that. Oops, sorry about that. Better? So you guys know my thoughts on that. What's not making sense is the riots. The protest absolutely makes sense. Okay? I've spoke about it before. I believe that everybody has the right to go out and protest and voice their grievances. I don't care what it is, okay? Most of you guys, like me, I'm a gun guy, okay? If people want to assemble and protest the bad, evil guns, yeah, I'm going to support you in every way possible. Now, I'm not going to agree with it, and I'm not going to join in your little protest, but I support you being able to do that. Okay, now, when I say protest, I don't mean tearing up stuff, setting buildings on fire, blocking traffic on the interstates. No, I don't believe that. But if you want to peaceably assemble, yeah, do that. Unfortunately, the news media, they could care less about the peaceably assembling people. Okay, yeah, they'll report, no, they want the violence. That is what's getting people to tune in. That's what's getting people's attention. And so, sorry, traffic. So anyway, to be able to get it broadcast on news, you got to go out and do stupid crap. Excuse me. So yeah, I get the protest. I don't get the riots. Okay, I know that, yeah, this is the only way the news media, okay, I get that. But it's been talked about on a bunch of different channels, mainstream and here on YouTube. It is far, far too organized. Why in the world do we have protests happening all over the world because of something that happened here in Minnesota? Okay, that's what's not making sense to me. It seems like those, and this is from my thinking, right, wrong, or the other, those other countries over there, why are they, and now I said it again, I don't really know how to word it. It's like, why are they protesting something that happened over here? If it's that bad over there as well, I'm sure they have examples in their own country to protest about. I'm not understanding it. So that's why it's like, yeah, not to go too deep in conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat wearing, but I mean, anybody that stops and thinks for a second, it's like, wait a second, this is way too organized. Okay, so people are paying attention to that. The COVID's still there, the coronavirus, it's still here, and you got all these protests and these riots happening. If it is contagious, as they say, there's no way that the cases can't jump through the roof again. Okay, so now we're going to be back into that. And you've got the tensions with China. You've got all these things at play. Okay, yeah, go to the grocery store. Tell me what you see. You know what I mean? No meat. And when there is meat, they're wanting $8 a pound for a hamburger. Okay? So yeah, with all these things, if you were watching this channel, you are probably tuned into these things. Now is the time, guys, to quit just doing the prepping thing for funsies. It's time to start getting serious. It does seem like the grocery stores, as far as the meat availability and prices, it seems like it's starting to come back to where it should be. It's absolutely not there yet. So it's time to take advantage, guys. Those if you see the sale on the chicken or the pork or whatever, snag it up. Throw it in the freezer. If you don't have room in the freezer, can it. If you guys want, let me know. If you guys want to see a canning video, I'll show you how I can chicken or pork or beef or whatever. Very, very simple. But yeah, go ahead, get that stuff stocked up. I actually found hand sanitizer for the first time the other day on the store shelves. So that looks like that's coming back. And I mean like the actual hand sanitizer. I don't mean the stuff that the vodka company made that they want $15 for. So yeah, think about what you're seeing now, what you've seen so far this year, because this year's just been absolutely insane. Can't buy the freeze-dried food, you know, your camping food, your Mountain House, your Wise, those have been sold out forever, okay? Yeah, you start seeing those things. If you got a couple bucks in your pocket, man, better snag them up. But yeah, it's time. It's time to go ahead and start focusing on this, because if you believe what they're saying as far as the second wave, third wave, we could be getting into a second wave because of these protests, everybody intermingling. There was a thing yesterday, the day before, I was watching talk about how all these states have a rise again in their cases of the COVID. You know, the states are starting to open back up, you know, just like they are here. And it's like I drove past one of our local restaurants slash bar slash, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Nicer place, okay, popular here in the area. And it was absolutely packed. And what cracks me up is the same people it's outdoor patio, so you can look as you're driving by. I mean, there had to be 150, 200 people there. The same people that are there are the same people you see in stores wearing the mask. It's like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like I saw at the beginning of this COVID thing, wife and I it was our date night. We had gone out to dinner and a movie, and there was nobody at the movies. Like, there was 10 cars in the parking lot, and I think like those were like the employees. And that's back when you saw the toilet paper being bought up by the cases and the hand sanitizer. You know, everybody's running out getting all this stuff. They're showing it on the news. And I asked the kid, I'm kind of a smart aleck, kind of asked the kid, I'm like, so what's going on? It's kind of dead around here, you know? And he said, yeah, it's this corona thing, man. And ever since it kind of started, they saw their numbers just go to nothing. But what cracked me up is those same people that were out there stockpiling the toilet paper, stockpiling the hand sanitizer and the face masks, are the same people that are sitting at the restaurants beside who knows how many other people, opening the door at who knows how many people touched, food being prepared by who knows who, food being brought to their table by who knows who, but yet they were out there getting all the hand sanitizer and the toilet paper. So it's like, yeah, they do all that, but hey, we still gotta eat, you know. It's like, dude, cook, dude. Stay at home, turn on that little box in your kitchen that's got the round things on top, and cook something. But yeah, people are goofy, man. It cracks me up. Those are, you know, you talk about a major event, a shtf, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, those are the people, like, after 4 days, they're going to be belly up somewhere, because it's just like, oh my gosh, use your brain that God gave you. If you are truly this concerned, practice it, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's just, today, just a call out to everybody, anybody that sees this, please start getting on board, start getting this stuff taken care of. Watching the YouTube, trying to learn things, that's great. If you're doing this strictly for entertainment, I get it. But yeah, it's if you're one of those that are just getting into prepping, or you've been kind of that hobby prepper for a while, it's time to get serious. I'm not saying the sky's falling and we're all gonna die, but it is definitely time to go ahead and start taking care of things. So with that, we'll talk to you after a while.